You would end up dead.
Because
that
of the nature
too.
of it.
Yeah.
Any sport that you could possibly challenge a professional at.
A professional.
I don't know how to ski, but I can go, you know what? I'm going to try to ski down a hill faster than you. And he can't stop me. So what if
you're in the game.
What if something happens, right? Now, I cannot beat Kevin Garnett in the basketball game, no matter how much the gods are with me. If Kevin Garnett would have to be chained to a chair, and he still might beat me.
And he would have to have the flu.
And he would have to be sick.
Flu.
Maybe even rickets.
Shingles.
But I can say, Tiger, I'm going to go at you. And I'm going to hit this ball. And by the grace of God, it's possible I can get lucky enough to get a hole-in-one or birdie or whatever the stupid things are called.
Birdie.
And it's possible with luck that I can beat Tiger Woods' score.
Impossible. But what you're getting at is
improbable.
But what you're getting at is you actually are competing with him for the entire round or match.
Right.
In football, you're not competing for the whole game because
it's the first play.
By the first or second play, you're out.
Done.
I'm calling my mother.
How about this? How about this? The uniform you wear for your sport. If you could go out to dinner in that same uniform, it's not a sport. I'm going to add that one.
Right, dinner.
I'm moving on from the animals.
Okay.
Yeah, like a tennis player can't go out and just go out to a nice dinner in his little tennis shorts.
Oh, so the criteria now, no defense. What's the other one I said? There's another one. You can't wear your clothes. You can't be able to wear.
You can't wear the same clothes to dinner.
And you can't just play it with somebody.
You can't be a regular person right after. You have to be able to have to take a shower.
Right. And take off your jockstrap. Your sweaty jockstrap.
There was one other reason I forgot to...
Yeah, that there's no chance that you could actually play this game against the professionals.
Right. All right. Well, the phones are lit. They're going to add to this a little bit.
Yeah, a bunch of golfers.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hey, man.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
The Opie and Anthony virus.
Wow. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Our phone number, 1-866-313-FREE. The phone's lit. Let's see what Cleveland's all about today. What's up, Mike?
Hey, I got an argument for Patrice on that one. It's only a sport if it can kill you.
That's an argument that's kind of for what I'm saying. The possibility of dying during golf, again, is maybe hit you. Or runs over your foot, your foot's infected. But
you get nailed by a golf ball in the temple.
Yeah, but that's just...
A ball. It's like being shot.
I've never touched a golf ball. I'm not a hobbyist.
How about the lightning strikes?
That doesn't count. It's just not a sport. It's just not a sport. It's a competition. Mm-hmm. Your number against my number, but it's not a sport. It's just not a sport.
All right, let's go to Greg. Greg, what's up?
Hey, morning, guys.
Good morning, Greg.
When I was in college, I developed full contact golf. It was probably the most fun we had when we weren't drinking on the golf course.
Well, how do you play?
All right, it's teams of 4. Each team has a designated hitter. That guy is the one who hits the ball. We kind of do what Anthony mentioned, where everybody starts off, you start off with 2 or 3 different teams. Everyone starts at the exact same time. Now, the other 3 guys on your team that are not your hitters are your blockers. They may not pick up the ball, but everything else is game. So you can block the other teammates into their putter, into other putters. You can block them and hold them over the hole while the other guy's trying to putt the ball into the hole.
What about when you're on? Yeah, but what about when you're on the fairway?
When you're on the fairway, you're pretty much just beating the crap out of your friends.
Are you getting in the way of the swinging of a golf club?
Jesus. You don't want to get in the way of the swinging of a golf club, but you yourself cannot hit the opposing team's putter. But you can push their own people into the putter. So while you're on the fairway, you're over there pushing a couple of guys, waiting for the guy just before he's about to swing. You start body checking his friends into the swing.
So you could check his friends into the swing.
That's a sport. That is a sport. And if Tiger was the best at that, I'll go Tiger Woods is better than Roger Federer if he continuously won at what this guy is saying.
Better at a sport.
And you don't get any 100-yard hits. You don't get someone who hits 200-300 yards except off the tee. Mm-hmm. After that, you're hitting it like maybe 10, 20 yards because you don't want a full swing. You're not trying to nail your friends with a golf club. You know, and that is fun.
You guys are nuts.
That's fun.
All right, thanks, sir. Let's go to Jimmy in Massachusetts. Jimmy, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
All right, Jimmy.
Let's go back to the chess situation where you say you need defense in the sport, right?
Yes, sir.
And you say, oh, well, if I reach across the table, grab your face and smash it into the chessboard,
Okay.
that's a defensive play. Take, say you put my king in check, though.
Mm-hmm.
I now have to make a defensive play and block that check.
Yeah, I think you're talking chess might have to be a sport there, Patrice.
You know what? And I'm not mad.
There is a defense. I was playing chess this weekend, matter of fact. I was doing a lot of defensive moves.
I'm not married to making things not a sport. If you can sell now, if you considering that chess has an official defense, like your skill is affected by somebody else, like you can't have your skill if somebody's not trying to stop you. That's all I'm saying. So if you agree that chess will stop, that other person's skill can stop yours, then it's a sport.
Why don't we add another rule? Like if you have a high IQ playing this sport, it's not a sport.
All right, take downhill skiing, racing or whatever. My offense is I'm going to get in front of you. My defense is I'm going to stay in front of you. I'm not going to let you pass me.
Wrong. That's not defense.
How is that? That's defense.
That's not defense. I'll give you chess. Skiing, that's part of the skill, but you can't really affect how fast I'm going. I'm going downhill with you. You can't touch me. You can't do anything. It's the fact that I'm faster on skis than you, which is not a sport. That's my skill is better than your skill. I have mastered my hobby.
All right.
I'm not buying the chess one either.
All right.
I don't think I want to say chess either.
You know why? It's
defense.
it's defense, but once removed. It's not defense against you directly. It's defense once removed to the pieces of the game.
You're adjusting to that guy's move with his skill. You're adjusting, but you're not affecting what he's doing.
Let's go to Matt in Queens. Matt, what's
I'm
up?
not buying it.
So check now.
No, I'm saying no.
I take it back. Sorry, dude. You
all right.
had me.
Let's go to Matt in Queens. Matt.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Miniature golf. You got that windmill blocking the ball.
Yeah, there you go. Miniature golf is now a sport, Patrice.
You know what?
Mechanical defenses, though.
If you have obstacles,
they got to be. They can't be man-made. They got to be human.
It's not. Thank you, Opie.
It's got to be something that's living and breathing.
Hurdles, the 20-meter hurdles, not a sport.
That's in your way.
In your way, no. Detours, no. Yep. That doesn't make it a sport.
Doesn't matter. Track and field, no.
All right,
NASCAR, not a sport.
What? Now you're going to get people crazy.
But
now you're going to get people crazy.
It is absolutely illegal in race car driving to affect by actually these guys getting to fight. I see it on ESPN. Dude, you clip me. It's illegal to do these things, man.
No, you're allowed to do a little bumping.
No, you're not.
They bump.
It's accepted.
You're going to get beat up for it.
Smoking weed in Holland or drinking liquor in a bag here, it's accepted, but it's not legal to touch a man's car while he's driving 200 miles an hour.
Absolutely a sport.
Absolutely.
You got team members on the track helping you out, blocking other drivers.
I don't see it as a sport, though, because
it's like bicycling.
It's a car.
It's my foot is heavier than your foot, and I'm driving around. It's a skill.
It's transportation.
Listen, everybody. If
you just dumb down NASCAR to a heavy foot.
It's a skill.
Are you insane?
It's a hobby.
You know how many rednecks listen to us, Patrice?
Listen, I'm saying it's a skill. They should be happy with that.
Very skill.
I'm not saying you're a bum if you drive a car 200 miles an hour, but I'm saying it's not a sport. You can't. Now, look, if crashing your car against the side of the wall was part of the rules, then it's a sport.
All right.
If I can stop you.
Too. I could drive a couple of 100 miles an hour. I could do it. I could do it today.
Right now.
It has nothing to do with...
You would die in a fiery car crash.
In a
broken
field.
Down sons of bitches in a car that could do just as well as a guy that is good at the sport.
And I tell you, here it is.
I
remember
criteria.
It was an age thing.
Yeah.
It's not a sport if at 45 you can decide to take it up.
Right.
I was reading about this old NASCAR driver over the weekend.
Yeah.
He's going to be, 70, 72?
Oh,
and he's,
Jesus. Say, stop.
Not allowed.
Stop.
Yeah,
Not allowed.
Look it up. It was in the paper on Sunday.
Skill, finesse, all that is there. But sport, I never thought of NASCAR as being a sport.
How about Dave in Philly? Dave, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Listening to us on WYSP. What's up, Dave?
Patrice, you couldn't be more wrong, especially about swimming. Swimming requires mental toughness, unbelievable physical endurance.
Yes.
My son is a state champion swimmer in the state of Pennsylvania.
Great for him.
I dare you to get in the pool with him.
I would never beat your son.
Patrice,
But that little sissy is not doing a sport. He is swimming against his own self, meaning that no one, wait, sir, no one, wait a minute, no one can take your son's head and dunk it as he's doing his little breaststroke.
I like the Opie Animal idea for this one.
Thank you. It's the obvious. How about you throw sharks in the pool? Is it now a sport?
It has to be
You're
something.
swimming faster and you're trying to avoid the sharks?
Wait a minute. Now, water
How
polo
about a giant
is a
octopus?
sport.
That's a sport.
If your son played water polo, sir, he's an athlete.
Wait,
he is an athlete anyway, but he's not competing in a sport.
The only sports that you're picking on are sports that black guys suck at.
It's not my fault. Maybe that's why they invented those sports, so you can have something to do.
Okay, yeah.
Because your son is a swimmer, you're angry because he can't compete with those big giant N-words that will smash his dumb little butterfly. I'm going to tell you, something is not a sport if you have the term butterfly in it.
I think he's right, Patrice. You people can't swim.
We can't swim, but that's not true. We play hockey now, and you let us in there. Our ankles are stronger.
That's true, I know.
And he's only a state champion for Pennsylvania.
Oh, my God.
How does he do against Florida?
Come on, man, dude. your son is physically gifted, maybe, and he's probably good at it. He's probably skillful at it, but he's not in a sport. How fast he swims, no one can affect how fast he swims. So he's not in a sport.
All right.
Absolutely wrong.
All right, thank you, Dave.
How are they affected?
Because when he is in a competition and he's swimming, the guy in the lane next to him, even though there is a lane line in between them, can go over to that lane line and cause turbulence. Meaning going into his lane.
Shut up.
That's just people cause turbulence when they swim. It's something you got to get over, but it's not.
Wow.
Now
I don't see it used much. Yeah.
All right, Dave. Thank you. Man, you're firing up some people today.
Because
and the shark, by the way, is too obvious. I say big octopus.
Oh, that'd be scary. Imagine you're just ready to touch the winning, the edge of the pool, and an octopus grabs your foot.
Grabs your foot and pulls you backwards a little
bit. Did he win his argument? Is swimming still not a sport?
It's not a sport.
Thank you.
How about this?
Well, following the Patrice rules, no, it's not.
I could turn anything into a sport that isn't a sport. Here it is. Swimming. You go to the one end, you do that cool little flip move, and then you got to swim back, right?
Yes.
Whoever hits that first thing, there's a button there. You hit it, every other lane now has a current going in the opposite direction based on the fact that you got to the other side first.
Nope, that's just like hurdles.
But you were the one that did it.
Another person.
Yeah, I got to the end first.
What if you have your opponent works a wave machine?
As you're trying to do it.
Okay, wait a minute. Let's figure this out. So he has a wave machine.
But
he has to.
And it's important how
has to be
fast
physically exerting to him.
Right.
So.
Oh, now it's completely a sport.
So, but. The only person that works the wave machine is the other swimmer.
Right.
So you're trying to.
If he wears himself out, he's going to suck at swimming.
Exactly.
So he's got to balance. It's a fine balance. Then now that's a sport.
I'll go with that.
That's a sport.
That's a sport.
All
now.
right.
God, people are just waking up, tuning in, going, did these guys smoke pot before their show today?
This is a legitimate argument.
Hot talk.
And you know where this comes from? It comes from people, again, if you didn't listen, Roger Federer, who's more dominant in their sport?
Mm-hmm.
Roger Federer or Tiger Woods? Tiger Woods is dominant in his hobby. Roger Federer is dominant in a sport.
Here's another one. If you have a lint brush in your equipment bags, can't talk today. It's not a sport.
Brush.
If you can wear a sweater vest,
right.
If you can wear a wife beater sweater,
If you could wear your same clothes to a christening.
If you don't have to take a shower afterwards.
Yeah.
Swimming, you're already clean. He'll call back and go, dude, you dumb Negro. It's chlorine.